Alright, so going back again with our discussion. This is the second part of course, of our discussion. Now, we're in the lesson for the basic and optional parts of a business letter. So, in an age like ours, which is not given to letter writing, we forget the importance it used to play in people's lives. It's by Anatole Broyard. And it's really true because, honestly speaking, I was asking Vico, so, ba't di tayo nagsusulatan? And he likes to receive letter, but he's so tamad when it comes to writing one. And I know that some of you are also like that, but maybe because you keep on writing and writing and everything because I said so, and that maybe at least you have the hands that is a little bit uh, fond of writing. And honestly speaking, one of the main reasons, aside from it's the request of many teachers, is hmm, aside from the request of your cooperating teachers or previous cooperating teachers, that you're writing and writing and writing. Well, that's just one part of it. Isa lang siya dun sa part na iniisip ko. But most of the time, I want you to feel like a little bit, some of you might be like a millennial, na pinaghihirapan ng lahat. So that at least they won't be asking you compared to others, compared to um, na ma, hindi kayo masyadong makakompare sa iba na kayo. Kasi I think, since sanay kayo dito sa EDUC na hindi kayo binibaby, but rather, we go back to the past. Pinababakita ko sa inyo, alam ko some of you, sabi nyo, hindi na naman ganito sa DepEd, ganito, ganyan. Hindi naman ganyan, bakit kayo pinagpaganto? And I don't want you to feel that all of us are already in the modern stage. I want you to still feel that you're still with us in the roots. So siguro yun na lang ang iniisip ko. Sabi ko, okay, magalit man sila sa akin, but gusto ko silang hatakin dito. Gusto ko silang hatakin na, huy, tara, dito pa tayo sa past. And let's still go back sa mga talagang ginagawa ng mga tao nung araw pa. So that's what I want you to understand. We forget how we feel, but I allow you to feel these feelings that you have. Nagulat kayo na, ay, ganito pala ang pakiramdam pag nagbibigay ka ng letter. So, ayan. Nag-try niyo siya nung third year. And it's kind of different talaga. So, I was telling you what. So now, here are the basic parts of a business letter. A business letter is composed of the following basic parts. So we have a letterhead or heading, deadline, inside address, salutation, body of the letter, complimentary closed signature line, and written signature. Now, each university, each offices and government offices have their own ways of writing. So, lahat tayo. And one of which is the letterhead. Isa siya sa, let's check. Kung meron akong mga, wait lang. Hanap tayo ng mga sample sa Word. Here in Bulso. Okay, so tingnan natin. Ano nga ba ang sample ng letterhead ng Bulso? So, let's say this one, Makeup Class Template. Okay. So, as you can see, our template has the following. Okay, so kita naman. This one is under siya ng ISO 9001 series of 2015. And in this one, kailangan lahat ng offices ay may header. And may template kami at may sinusunod na format. So, ano ba yun? Ito ay nilabas ng university. Since we're in Alabulso, we have this red. Sobrang gastos na sa ink. Kasi aside from top, meron din tayong bottom dito. Okay? So, isa yan. Bagong Pilipinas, Abuso of course, this one. Actually, dapat may Meneses campus yan eh. na may Meneses campus, dapat may logo ng Meneses. Pero I think hindi naman siya nilalagay kasi we already have the campus name. This is where we put any offices, like for example, sa Meneses campus. So, pag tiga Bustos ka, Bustos campus ka, and whatever office that you have. Now, bagong Pilipinas, this one I think may memo dito ang palasyo na kailangan may bagong Pilipinas logo. So, as you can see, makikita natin na isa yan sa magandang marketing strategy. I'm not saying na, I'm a pro PBM and so on, but isa siya sa magandang strategy ng palasyo kasi sa ating palasyo, 'di ba, makikita nyo na visible talaga sila. And in addition to that, ito kasing apat na badges na to ay isa sa pinagmamalaki ng Bulso. One is we are in the level 3 Master in Quality Management. Meron tayong TUV Rainland certified, which is the ISO 9001 series of 2015 certification, Times Higher Education Impact Rankings 2023, and we're certified Dark Green School. So, itong apat na to ay isa sa mga, I think, na award na certification body na nagpapataas sa ranking ng Bulso. So, kaya nakikita natin ngayon, nagpo-post ang Bulso na top university kasama na tayo. So, which is really important for us. So, next is the last one. This is where we put the email at Bulso. Actually, dapat siya nang nakalagay is the Office of the Dean of Bulacan State University Meneses Campus. Dapat din dito ang nakalagay na hindi namin nalagay kasi this is from Office of the VPAA, I think. Sila nag-send ng makeup class template. So, hindi na namin na-edit to. Pero dapat to edit out na yung dito nating address dito. And of course, this one, Bulso, the ala Bulso, etong na to. So, kasi template is very important. And I know sa English, sa SEED, meron kayong template. Kaya, yes, ang LSE may template. Kaya pag naka-receive ka, alam mo na agad kung saan. Sa bawat barangay, mayroon silang template na nandun yung pangalan ng mga officials nila. Dambana, meron din silang sariling template because template is important. So, now, kaya makikita mo if personal transaction kasi yung mga itatransact. So, now, letterhead. So, ayan. So, you know what templates that they have. So, okay. Next is date line. This part contains the month, date, and year when the business letter was written. There are certain rules in writing correct deadlines. So, you should not use abbreviation. So, kailangan, you should not include instead of the month. You may use the conventional style, which is this one. Or military style. So, ito lang yung accepted sa business letters. Inside address. This part consists of 3 or 4 lines, which include the complete name as well as the job, the title receiver, the first line, and the complete position of the receiver on the second line. Kaya maganda na you are researching with the current. Minsan, ako for instance, may binibigay sa akin na pangalan. Sino ba yung sesendan? Anong posisyon niya? How do you prefer to, yung ascend ka, ano yung pagkakasunod-sunod? Kasi nga, what happens sometimes is hindi sila natutuwa. Ayaw nila no to whom it may concern. Yeah, sometimes they don't like that. But actually, minsan it works, but most of the time they don't. Kasi they want you to research their office talaga. And the inside address, like the address written on the envelope, you use Miss when addressing a single woman, Mrs. of married woman. But, for example, if you know Miss pa din, MIS. So, Mr. Okay, o ito, pag plural form, Mrs. You may break the title of the doctor, pero walang doktora. Okay? Kahit din naman sa medical, kahit babae siya, doktor pa din. The title, Reverend, should not be abbreviated. It should be preceded. The Reverend Sonny Ramirez, the father. You also not abbreviate the title Professor. So, nakikita niya ito, hindi siya prof. Diba? So, Professor, Danilova A. Lorenzo. Company organizations such as supervisor, manager, secretary, superintendent, proprietor, president will be follow up the receipt of the letter. For example, this one. So, pwede siya na ganito. Ayan, nandun sa baba kung ano yung position. I think I've already shared that to you a while ago. So, the title of honorable is used by judges of the court, members of the cabinet, congressmen, senators, other government officials hold an importance. So, sa kanila, pwede siyang hon. Or sa Tagalog, pag gumagawa kayo ng Tagalog, IGG. Hindi ikinagalang. Ginigiling-giling. Okay. So, ang funny ko. Iginagalang. Salutation is dear. Okay, so usually yan is use the word followed by receiver is the colon at the end of salutation or comma. But typically, since block letter tayo, ito yung ginagamit natin. But this will do. Body of the letter consists of the message of the writer. Some claim that the first and last sentence are the most important parts of the letter. So the first sentence should make the reader feel at ease and the last sentence should make the reader pleased and content. So complementary clause, pwede na tayo ng sincerely or sincerely yours, respectfully, very respectfully yours. So it's up to you. Pero wag naman yung love. Ayan, syempre walang ganan. So signature lines composed of the complete typewritten name of the letter. So typically, this one, pwedeng ganyan, and then you will sign on top. Parang ganon. Sign on top. Okay. Ayan. Written signature first, so senders clear this affixing this specimen signature. So I now allow to 3 to 4 spaces. So optional parts, this one. This is used when the letters urgently needs to be received by the best person who can handle it. The attention line is centered. Attention, Miss Lorraine. So, for example, ito kasi yung parang nakasisi. Kumbaga, ipapadala mo dito, pero sa kanya yung pinaka-importante. Subject line, ayan, minsan. This one, at least, ang kagandahan kapag naka-subject line is, it will be easier for you to sort things out. Ano ba ang kailangan nito? Ito. Sino ba kailangan nito? Ito. Kumbaga, nakahiwalay na kasi siya. Referential, ayan, includes initial or the secretary or typist who took the identification. Ito, inilalagay nila yan. I think, meron akong nung naghanap ako ng bank statement before sa Land Bank, sabi ko, hala, ba't may ganito? May sign. Yung pala, ibig sabihin, kung sino yung nag-prepare, nakalagay yung initial nila. So that, if you will have a question or meron kang babalikan, nakikita mo agad kung sino ba yun. Pero sino yun? Enclose, the reference and closure notation, this is composed of the attached materials. So, meron tayo dito na nakikita. Depende kasi siya kung ano i-attach mo. But of course, so that since ito yung first copy of cover, nakalagay doon kung ano yung mga magkakasunod na. Yan. So, carbon copy notation naman is consists of the names of the department of people who has received the letter. This is indicated in the original copy and all the duplicate copies. So, nakasisi ka. Okay, yan. So, this notation is not indicated in the original copy but indicated on all duplicate copies. We also have mailing notation. Ayan. Refers to special postal services such as airmail, special delivery, and registered mail. So, yan po yun sa atin. So, now, okay. Don't worry. I won't be asking you to do this now. Gusto ko kayong makita in person. Kaya nga nag-i-edit out because we'll be using this activity in person natin. So, you've already given me your letter. So, we'll be correcting your letters. So, business letter, punctuation, and style. So, changing writing styles is like an actor taking on the different parts. So, punctuation used in business letter. There are 3 ways on how we punctuate our business letter. We can use open punctuation, standard, and mixed. Open punctuation is when writing a business letter, but it does not include any punctuation after any part of the letter, except for the body or the message. Standard punctuation is most commonly style of punctuating business letter, which includes the salutation and complimentary close only. The punctuation of salutation, colon, while oblique. So, mixed punctuation, halo siya. So, now, format, uses comma, British style. Okay, so ito na tayo. So, full block style. Ito yung typical ko na ginagawa na letter. Full block style. In this style, some make use of open punctuation and some do not. All parts of this business letter starts at the left margin. Kasi nalilito talaga ako before kung saan. So, ang ginagawa ko ay nag-open block style ako. So, paano ba yung open block? Ito yung typical letter na ginagawa ko.
Ito na po, sir.
Okay, so, ayan, mas mahal. Alright. So, now, when we say open block, as you can see, wala po tayong dire-diretso po tayo dito. So, nandito yung address natin. Nandito, and comma, yan lang. And then, comma lang, semicolon, and this one. So, yan yung sample. Lahat sila nandito. Next, when we say modified block style, it's when the inside address and all paragraphs of the left margin, while the heading, dateline, and complementary clause will start in the middle part of the paper. So, paano siya? This one. Ayan. So, meron tayong nakalagay dito yung address, pag ganun siya. Yan yung tinatawag na modified block style. So, meron lang siya pinakaiba. So, dito and dito. Ayan. So, modified. So, meron lang siya. Yung ano lang natin nakalagay sa modified. Again, yung heading, date, left margin, lahat. Pero yung heading, dateline, complementary clause start to the middle part. So, yan. Bye-bye. Ingat ka.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Simplified style naman. It's a style similar to the full block style, beginning all the parts of the letter at the left margin. However, the heading is placed in the center part of the letter. This style follows the open punctuation and omits the complementary clause. So, the spaces in between every part of the very first of a business letter are 6, 4, 3, 3, 4 to 5. Okay, so, tingnan natin dito. Wait lang. Ayan. So, ito yan. Medyo magulo, no? Kaya sabi ko, block style na lang ang gagamitin ko kasi nalilito talaga ako dito. Kahit before, and I think most sa bulso, karamihan ng mga letter ay nakaganito na. Indented style naman, mapapansin nyo dito, di ba? Nandito pa din siya. Meron lang siyang nakalagay sa gitna, which is the heading. Pero, this one, what I hate the most. The indented style. So, naka-indent siya. Yan. Ayoko. Kasi napakadaming parts. And the last one, ayan. Hanging indented style ay ito. So, diba? Nakakaloka. So, kaya ayoko sa kanya. Now, business letters and envelope formats. Now, sige. Hindi naman na siguro ganun kalaki yan. So, when it comes to envelopes, ayan. So, we have block form. So, paano pag sinabing block form? Ingat, Marie. Block form. Ay. Wait lang. Ayan. So, imagine this is block form. This is indented form and semi-block form. Okay. So, later, we'll be doing this one sa ating klase. Okay. Okay. So, when we write business letters, alright, so malapit na tayo, don't worry. So, when we write business letters, there are different types of it. Meron tayo tinatawag na good and bad, useless letter. So, if the business letter directly affects the steers emotions and feelings of the reader, it is either good or bad use letters. If you're writing a letter promoting someone from your employee, if you're commending a team, iba-iba yan, and so on and so on. So, now, what are the different types of business letter? So, we have the application letter, or also called the cover letter. This is what I asked you last time. It is composed of persuasive. Whenever you are applying for a target job, this letter is usually accompanied by your resume for additional information. Hindi ko lang sure kung nasa akin yung application letter ko. Wala na ata. Pag nakita ko, malas ko. Hindi ko nadala. Wala. Okay, so nawawala na ang aking application letter. Okay. So, wala. Application letter. So, in writing your application letter, you may follow this format. Although, actually sa akin, hindi ko na siya masyadong tinuturo talaga kasi we have a lot of format. But, a lot of format sa internet. And actually, honestly speaking, I just learned from the net. But it's nice to still know the different letters. So, in writing your application letter, you may follow this format. The first paragraph, determine the reason why you are applying for the job. Mention if the job is solicited or unsolicited. Second paragraph is where you deserve the job without being too boastful. So, you may support it by citing your qualifications. And the last paragraph, even if you think you're hired or not, thank the hiring personnel. So, we have 3 paragraphs only. Typically, 3 paragraph lang naman yung sa body nito. So, there are 3 styles of resume. So, we have the chronological resume. Focuses on the employment history of the applicant. This style is ideal for those who already have several work experience. So, inanarrate mo siya dito kung since you started, especially those who are relevant dun sa pagtatrabahuhan mo. Functional resume focuses on skills rather than employment history. This style is ideal for those who are fresh grads. But I think it would be better if hindi kayo yung time management skills, para mga ganun. So, minsan, sobrang kinopy-paste lang sa net. So, maybe you'll have something different. Combination resume, if for instance, drawing the best feature with strong points and chronological and functional resume styles. So, letter of inquiry naman is a letter that asks for a particular information or assistance. So, business letter siya that is direct, the question constructed to get information. So, for this one, for the first paragraph, we begin the most important question or summarizing statement. Second is contain the explanation or list of questions that you would like to ask. In the third paragraph is the ending. You should tell the reader what you want to be done and when. And letter of reply and response is when you answer the questions. So, meron tayo ditong sample of application letter. Ayan. Sample siya. So, you can just... Okay. Very concise lang siya. Kasi, usually naman, hindi siya binabasa. Pero sometimes, binabasa siya. So, that's why you need to make sure that it's correct. Sample of inquiry letter. So, as you can see, we have these questions. Nakahiwalay siya. Kasi pag sinama mo siya doon sa mismong letter na hindi siya naka-number, mahirap siyang tignan baka mali to. Pero at least then, it will be easier for them. Kasi let's face the fact that although we have this formal letter, sometimes who has the time? Kailangan din the letter would be simple. Kasi some of them parang, nakatamad magbasa. Ang dami naman ito, wag na nga nakausap. Minsan ganon. So, response letter is you just response it. Yeah. So, letter of request also. So, we daily use CITIC Academy. We would like to request your blah, blah, blah. So, for example, this one. So, sino ka ba? In writing a request, you may follow this as first paragraph. This is the introduction where you begin with the details of the event. The date and time and venue should be indicated. Second, in this part, you need to mention the request. And last part is thank the person. So, you will just very easy lang. Isa pinapahirap natin. So, the Student Council of St. Matthew is planning to conduct a student orientation in newly enrolled grade 7. So, very simple. In connection to this, you would like, maybe request a good office allowance sa multipurpose hall. Tapos, sitting. So, 3 lang siya, diba? At least alam mo na agad. Magalang ka, and so on. So, letter of order, this one type of business letter is written to the purpose of purchasing items that are on sale. So, an order, ayan, something, name, the item, description, catalog, quantity. So, of course, it depends. So, it depends on what you will be ordering, tsaka dun sa company. Pero usually yan, kapag napaka-importante yan sa mga purchase request. So, qualification ng cater yan. Carter. So, resume, sample ng chronological resume sa applicant's name, address, cell phone, job. So, for example, this one. Ayan. Functional resume, na-discuss na natin yan. Okay. Okay, so I think we're already done. This week we'll be discussing the memoranda. Meron na kayong PowerPoint kasi nung nakaraan, kaya lang hindi ko kasi napakita yung mga sample letters. So this week, we'll have sample memorandum.